Welcome to Backroom Breakdown with Lauren, your analysis of local, state, and federal politics. This is DITV's weekly politics segment where I'll discuss important political events impacting Iowa City. I'm your host, Lauren Johnson. The first funnel week of this legislative session kicked off Monday. This is a big week for the legislature as it's crunch time for a lot of bills. Funnel Week provides the Iowa Legislature an easy way to winnow out some bills by creating legislative hurdles that the proposed bills must pass before the deadline. If a bill introduced in one chamber doesn't receive full approval from a committee in that chamber by Friday, the bill is dead for the session. Proposals can be resurrected, but failure to pass this deadline is usually not a good sign for a bill's viability. Additionally, tax and spending-related bills are exempt from this deadline. The first funnel is usually a good indication of what legislators are focusing on this session. A second funnel week happens in March, which requires bills to have passed a floor vote in one chamber and a committee vote in the other to stay alive. Many prominent bills have already passed this hurdle, including a bill banning mask and vaccine mandates in businesses, schools, and local governments. This bill has faced significant opposition already and is likely to see further opposition as it continues in the legislature. Another bill is HF 2331, which hopes to establish daylight savings time as the official time in Iowa year-round. This bill passed its committee in early February. A similar bill was proposed during last year's legislative session. And a final notable bill is HF 2309, which targets transgender girls and women and blocks them from playing sports that align with their gender identity. This bill follows a call from Governor Reynolds last year for the legislature to send a bill to her desk blocking transgender athletes from playing sports that match their gender identities. But the session ended before that bill was filed. However, this year the bill quickly passed the House Education Committee. One notable bill that hasn't passed this hurdle yet is the controversial Second Amendment Preservation Act. This bill would prohibit law enforcement officers in Iowa from enforcing any federal laws that limit the Second Amendment. It passed its subcommittee meeting nearly a month ago, but has not moved through a committee hearing yet. And in national news, Senator Joni Ernst helped introduce a bipartisan bill to reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act in the United States Senate. The law was originally signed by former President Bill Clinton in 1994 and was reauthorized in 2000 and 2004. In 2013, it faced opposition from conservative lawmakers, but it was still authorized. As a result of the 2018 to 2019 government shutdown, it expired in late December of 2018. Discussions to revive it collapsed in November of 2019. The legislation was introduced Wednesday with Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska and Democratic Senators Dianne Feinstein of California and Dick Durbin of Illinois co-signing the bill. If the bill becomes law, it will give funding to many groups and programs across the country that provide resources to women. While this bill has support because of the assistance it would provide in helping women who have been victims of violence as well as the prevention measures it puts in place, the bill is not perfect. It fails to close what is referred to as the, quote, boyfriend loophole, end quote. This refers to the fact that people who abuse their spouses can be denied firearm access, but this does not always cover victims who are abused by people they've dated. In 2019, Ernst opened up about being a survivor of domestic abuse herself and has stated that this bill is very important to her. Thanks for tuning in to Backroom Breakdown. I'll be back next week with more of the latest political news affecting Iowa City, Iowa, and the USA. I'm Lauren Johnson. Have a great day.